guys, welcome! In this video, we'll talk about the new Lost Isle dungeon coming in the next episode of Ragnarok Mobile Eternal Log. This dungeon grants new ancient gears for garment, footgear, and accessory, so clearing this will be important for both new and veteran players. We'll divide this guide into two videos. For the first part, we'll discuss the rewards you can obtain and the mechanics for clearing first floor, and in the second part, we'll discuss the mechanics for clearing the second and third floors. Hopefully with this guide, players will find it easy to conquer this new challenge. Alright, without further ado, let's begin. Lost Isle is very similar to Panape Museum Island. It is a weekly instance that can be cleared by a party with a maximum of 6 members. It has 3 difficulties: Novice, Brave, and Legend, but only Novice and Brave will be implemented at launch. To enter the instance, the party leader must talk to Captain Roger Bartle found in this spot in Komoda. On a later update, you may also enter using the new dungeon interface. Lost Isle has 3 main areas or floors with 1 powerful MVP in each floor. You can proceed to the next area after defeating the MVP in the previous floor, or if the party leader has already cleared the previous floor. Zenny and other rewards are granted after defeating each MVP and is limited to once per account. Extra rewards may also be obtained by using fortune coins. The rewards for Brave and Legend are shared, but the rewards for Novice are calculated separately. Clearing Novice difficulty grants random green quality ancient garment, footgear, and accessory, which only have fixed attributes. These are beneficial for new players only since the regular gears typically have better stats. You can also get the Ocean brand Novice currency, which can be exchanged for any green quality ancient garment, footgear, or accessory of your choice. Meanwhile, clearing Brave or Legend difficulty will grant the following items randomly. First is the Ocean brand Warrior for Brave, or Ocean brand Heroic Spirit for Legend, which can be exchanged for any ancient garment, footgear, or accessory of your choice. You'll need to collect 80 pieces to exchange for an ancient gear. Next is the Sea Spirit Embers, which is used for slotting, repairing, and safer finding ancient garment, footgear, and accessory. You can also obtain Warrior Military Chest for Brave or Heroic Spirit Military Chest for Legend, which lets you choose among 3 random blue or purple quality ancient garment, footgear, or accessory. Another one is the Military Exploit Chest, which is a tradable item that grants a random piece of blue quality ancient gear when opened. And last is the 4 Seas Gold Medal, which can be randomly obtained from clearing 3rd floor. You can exchange this for any Warrior Military Chest from offhand to accessory. Blue quality ancient gears obtained from Brave difficulty have fixed attributes and 1 line of random attribute, while purple quality ancient gears obtained from Legend difficulty have fixed attributes and 2 lines of random attribute. Getting the perfect first line random attribute for ancient gears usually makes it superior than regular equipment, while the second line random attribute makes it more useful when fighting other players in PvP and GVG. If you want to know the comparison between the new ancient equipment versus the regular equipment, I highly recommend you watch this 2-part ancient equipment series linked in the description box below. In addition, there's a chance to obtain the following headwear and mount after completing Legend difficulty. For first floor, you can get the tradable Lava Bubble Bath Back item, which increases damage to Formless Race by 10% and reduces damage taken from Formless Race by 15%. For second floor, you can get the tradable Sea Spirit's Grace headgear, which increases damage to Fire Element monsters by 12% and reduces fire damage taken by 12%. And for the third floor, there's a chance to get the non-tradable Abyss Walker mount, which grants 25% movement speed. The first team to clear Legend difficulty for each server will receive the headwear and mount corresponding to each floor. Up next, let's discuss the suggested lineup for clearing Lost Isle. Personally, I think team composition largely depends on the capability of your main damage dealers. You need to have 1 or 2 carry DPS classes that can deal stable and consistent damage. For Legend difficulty, the stats of the MVPs are similar to those in Museum Island, so notably they have 200% physical and magic defense, 50% skill and auto-attack damage reduction, and 50% elemental reduction. with the exception of neutral with 0% and wind with 90% reduction. In addition, the MVP in second floor has 100% holy damage reduction, which will affect the DPS of AA Rune Masters. So I guess if you already have a perma party that has sufficient DPS to clear Museum Island first floor and second floor, you can definitely clear Lost Isle Legend as well. You should also have 1 to 2 full support classes, mainly Saint, due to their Fate Praise skill which can protect the carry DPS from dying. They also provide useful buffs for Rune Masters such as Aspertia, Erasure, and Assumption. As for the remaining slots, you can fill it with secondary DPS classes that have skills and equipment that can help the entire team deal more damage. Examples are Spirit Whisperers with Meow Grass and Menthagrowth S Rune, Lightbringers with Target Locked On plus Max Level Defense Remove Enhancement skill, Soulbinders with Nihility Acer skill, Rune Masters with Leader's Demeanor card equipped and deposited in the handbook, Luna Danseuse with level 10 Moon Chant, Solar Traver with level 10 Raider's Song or level 10 Morning Song, Phantom Dancers with level 5 Raid and Raid Vulnerable Acer Rune, and we also have players wearing equipment that give team buffs such as Alchemy Beak face item and Thunder Taiko back item. Since the spellable buffs are cleared by MVPs in Legend difficulty every 0.5 seconds, it's not efficient to convert it to another element. Now that we know the rewards obtained and the suggested team composition, let's discuss the mechanics for clearing each floor. For first floor, the objective is to defeat the Lava Colossus MVP, which is a formless race, fire element, and large size. So you can use these cards and headwear for improving DPS or reducing damage received. Also make sure to utilize water element skills or convert your attacks to water using Mystic Frozen to benefit from the elemental advantage. Personally, I think this is the easiest floor to clear since the mechanics is really straightforward. You just need to kill the MVP as fast as possible while avoiding his skills. At the start, Lava Colossus normally casts Sky Collapse, which summons meteorites falling from the sky at 2 random locations. Once it hits the ground, it will cause damage to players hit and leave meteorite debris on the spot. He also uses Earthquake, which knocks back and deals damage to players around himself after a short chant time. These 2 skills can be easily avoided since they do not deal instant damage. Next, Lava Colossus may use the presence of the Rock God, which marks several players for 10 seconds, and after a few seconds, summons an unavoidable meteorite falling from the sky. It deals AoE damage and makes the marked players enter the Rock Incarnation state. During this state, players can only use the Place Rock skill, which summons a meteorite debris in place. It can only be used on a spot that still has no meteorite debris. After using the Place Rock skill, the Rock Incarnation state will be cancelled. While this is happening, Lava Colossus summons Quicksand Orbs at 2 random locations, which will slowly pull nearby players, causing continuous damage and a force slowdown effect. Thus, all players should keep distance from these orbs. Long-range DPS players can also attack and destroy the Quicksand Orbs. The MVP can also mark 2 players with Searing Link, wherein they will be linked by a chain of fire for 10 seconds, dealing continuous damage to linked players. The chain can be broken if the distance between the linked players exceeds 10 meters. However, this will cause huge damage to both members. In Legend difficulty, linked players can infect other players without fire chains. Next, the MVP also casts Meteorite Impact, which marks a player for 9 seconds, and after a few seconds, charges to the player. All players hit will receive damage, while all meteorite debris in its path will be cleared. But often the charging is cancelled when he uses Earthquake. Then Lava Colossus casts Stone Prison Boreal, which marks a player and immobilizes them after 5 seconds using an attackable Stone Prison. Other players should attack the Stone Prison to free the immobilized teammate. If the Stone Prison is not destroyed after 10 seconds, the immobilized player is forced to die. Thus, if you want to solo clear this dungeon, you need to have sufficient DPS to kill the MVP quickly before he is able to immobilize you with Stone Prison Boreal. Afterwards, Lava Colossus can use a natural disaster to detonate all the meteorite debris on the ground at regular intervals. This will deal huge full-screen AoE damage that can instantly kill players. A magma field will replace the meteorite debris, which causes continuous damage to players stepping on it. Once Lava Colossus is defeated, rewards will be given. Make sure to have enough fortune coin to get extra rewards. Clearing first floor will randomly give out military chests specifically for Ancient Garment. Alright, that's it for the mechanics of the first floor of Lost Isle Dungeon, which is coming in the next episode update called the Intrigue of the Seven Royals. Stay tuned for my next video as we will discuss the mechanics for the second and third floors of Lost Isle. Alright, that's it for this video guys. Don't forget to like if you enjoyed watching this guide. If you're new here, I would love you to consider subscribing by hitting the red subscribe button down below. I would love to have you back. Thank you for watching and see you in our next episode.